Right, so if you want to do casual 200s, you want the easiest invocations. This is what I think is the easiest invocations. So we're going to start from the top. So we've got hardcore run. You can do it on softcore run if you're not confident. But hardcore run is easy points. Because these are casual raids. They're not. This is not too hard. It's not too bad. So on a diet is 3 points. Blowing mud, aerial assault on Kefri. Not just head, arterial spray and blood thinners on Z-back. Nothing on Akka. And then gotta have faith and shaking things up on Barbar. And then acceleration, penetration, overclocked, and overclocked 2. I feel like those two are pretty good because if you avoid all the special attacks, which I'm hoping to do, you don't really take any damage, so they're 3 points. Overclocked and overclocked 2, they just make it slightly faster at the end. It's again 3 points if you can just speed yourself up rather than doing the standard sort of the slow method. Yeah, so we're gonna go in. I'll just put our mage gear on first. Well, I didn't need to do it first. I could have done it when I was in here, but we're gonna do Z-back first. Here we go. I'll drop a pot, pick up the thing. Always do this one first because this is like 3 points. This one, 3 points, free water. So as long as that's not going, these are going to chase you down. So you're actually fine just running straight through that one on the way in and on the way back. Use either side. Then we're going to get ready on freezes. Freeze the crocodile. Freeze the crocodile. Freeze the crocodile. There we go. And then we're going to run to this one. Again, this is another one that's pretty much 3 points. So we're going to run straight through that as soon as we see the first one going in. We're going to get ready to run back out. As soon as that one goes in, we're going to run through, run down there because it's coming down the middle. We're alright because that's clear. Run through. Get that in. 2 pots, we're done. So go and pick up my restore again. So now we're going back to melee gear, hammer on, or BGS, whatever spec weapon you've got. So we're going to go combat potion, in we go, turn party on. Put range spray on. I'm going to change to range gear. And I find that crossbow just hits more consistently here. I haven't got a T-bow. T-bow would probably be pretty decent here. I'm just gonna keep using my crossbow. So we're gonna push the jugs in. We haven't got the thing that makes them smaller, so we're just gonna do it easy. Stand behind the rock. I'm assuming that you've got a basic understanding of the way everything works in this raid. So I'm not going to explain exactly how everything works, but I will a bit. Make sure you don't have auto retaliate on like I just did, because that can drag you back in. They changed that as well, so that's like a instant attack as long as you didn't just hit Z back. So it's pretty easy to make sure you're hitting that. Unless you've got the thing on that makes them smaller, then it is definitely a lot harder to make sure you're accurate with them. But yeah, getting those pots there, it's not too bad. For those. Right, so it looks like he might even start speeding up. Yeah. So now I've got 60% spec back, so if I need to heal it a bit, I can use my blowpipe spec. Just trying to get through using as little supply as I can. I'll keep hitting rubles now that he's low health as well. Typical. That's it, he's dead. So we got through that room, we've used a dose of combat, a dose of ranging, and a dose of super restore. So easy. And then we've got Kefri level 1, Akka level 1. Because of the walk the path. So I'll go with this one. There's a plugin as well, which you'll see that I have got on. It stops this room being such a process. I don't know. Yeah, don't stand on those either. And this thing, genuinely, I've got no idea. But once you get down to 1, you can flip one. You haven't got to worry about being able to do it. You just got to get it down to 1. And then the plugin is going to cheat you through this room. I mean, it is straightforward, so we know how to do. It's just a memory game if you haven't got the plugin. One more. There you go. Alright, so we're going to combat pot. Melee gear back on. I've got a hammer ready. We're going in. So in here, we're just going to stand on... it's either this corner or that corner there. Either one of those. As long as you stack on that corner. If you've got more than one person as well. If you just stack on the same corner, the line will be the same, so you don't lose any space. But right now, we're just going to keep slapping them down. Every time we see the shadow come up, we're going to move. Same as the only having it one space wide. Lively Lava isn't on, so we're not going to worry about killing the balls or the eggs even. Right, we're going to put range prey on now. We're going to hit this guy. Now, you can skip this guy for a minute and just kill the swarms. Blow pipe, there it is. Obviously, the more you kill, the less health he has when you come back. So it is worth doing. I just don't ever do it. I always forget and do it wrong. But yeah, so that's that. First phase done. When there's more than one of you, that's a lot easier to keep it on. So you'll come back, you'll have like less than a quarter health if you're all straight on the swarms. So I'll put that on that corner. So I've lost this side here, but nothing spawns there unless you've got like the more overlords on. Which I don't for this raid. There we go. So the mage spawns on that wall. That's the one we're going to take out first. And then again, you can leave the melee and go for the swarms, or you can stay on the melee, take him out first, and then worry about it afterwards. But like, it's not too bad. So now I'm just going to get back over here. So now I've got the swarm, I'm going to stay on this wall. Just make sure it stays on that wall. Not that it really matters at this point, because there's no more overlords to spawn. See how you can just keep stacking it up. So that's not anything to worry about. When my health gets low, if my health gets too low, then I'll put on prey range. But because I haven't got Lively Lava on, these don't hit too often. They're not too bad. So I'm dead. So I use more brew from messing about doing that puzzle than I did actually in the room. So I'm going to take power. I don't have space. I'm going to take power because it gives me 2 salts and adrenaline. The adrenaline I'm going to save for the bosses. We've got a level 2 Akka and a level 0 Barbar. So we're going to do Akka first. Because he's level 2, he's going to have 5 attacks on the memory thing. Just going to go inside and pick up the pickaxe inside. Actually, I could have just dropped those. That's fine. So in here, I'm assuming that you know how to do this room as well. So it's going to be the mirror puzzle. Quickly run through this room. I think it's level 102 to one down this. $102 mining. So yeah, so you have to use the Dragon Warhammer spec or something to boost your mining level if you want to one down that. I think they might have changed it to 101. I know they reduced it by like a level because it was the timer wasn't lasting long enough, or the buff wasn't lasting long enough. And don't forget to put your pickaxe back at the end. So Akka hasn't got any anything on him, so he's just as basic as he comes. I'm going to take salt out. I'm going to put my salt down the bottom so I don't accidentally click it anywhere. I'm going to drink that dose of brew, drink a restore, salt, and I'm going in. So for the first bit, I'm just going to skirt about the room, and he's not going to hit me. I'm going to put my prayer on just in case though. Sometimes I do get pathed across him. So yeah, his special attack will come after a certain amount of attacks, or after a certain amount of hits that he gets on you, or 60 seconds. Or his attack style will change after 60 seconds, I think it is, not his special attack. So by doing this, you don't get any special attacks before you get your first shadow come up. So now we've got the first shadow. So now he's changed to range. Well, he's attacking with range and susceptible to melee. So we're going to change the hammer, quickly spec. Hopefully we get 2 hits. Only 1, but that's fine. So lightning, memory puzzle. It's got 5 things because he's level 2. And my blowpipe on long range. So this special attack, you're not going to move. Stand still as much as we can. Oh, I went the wrong way there. I was messing around changing my gear at the same time, to be fair. There's the change. Last bit. Hopefully we'll get some big hits now, finish them off, and then to the last bit. Never mind. Last bit. So I want to pray mage to reduce the damage that you take from these. But hopefully we don't get hit by any of them. That's more what we want to be aiming for. I'm going to get hit by that one. One more hit. There we go. That's Akka done. So that was level 2 Akka, which gives us a level 1 Barbar to finish off. This is the worst first room of this raid. But by doing Akka first, we've still got a little bit of time left on the Salt, which gives us a little bit of a head start. Mages seem to be the worst ones for dealing consistent damage as well. So I always try and pray against those. And the melee guys are pretty susceptible to magic. So you don't tend to have to change to mage gear all the time. So I just killed that from full health on in range gear. Now we're going to hopefully barrage up the last of our health. And then I'm going to have to use a couple of doses of restore. And we're good to go. But because we didn't brew down, we're still got all our stats up from the salt from the last room. I am just going to resalt for this room though. There's no point trying to save it. We're going to change to melee gear again. So we've got blowpipe for the boulders. We're going to go in with our hammer out. BGS is better in this room. We're going to put on the prayers quick. Yeah, didn't hit. Bubba's got higher crush defense, so the BGS does better in this room. We don't have Mind the Gap on, but if we did, this line would be, we want to stay on this side and this side of the line. Those baboons, I'm just going to try and phase them out. There you go. So range gear, rigor on, and then the baboons are going to get knocked out. Or the hope is they get knocked out. Now we're going to run up. Because we haven't got Boulder Dash or Mind the Gap on, it makes that bit so much easier as well. But yeah, it's just habit to run onto the safe side so that I'm not getting knocked down the gap, even though Mind the Gap isn't on. So that becomes 3 points once you're in a habit of making sure that you're just standing outside of it. Just for the fact that hardcore runs on, if you mess it up once, obviously you're out. Especially when it's your last room, it's just easier to save yourself the hassle. But yeah, as I say, it's a 200 point raid, which I think is a very easy 200 point setup. And it's easy to add stuff on. Like I haven't done an expert yet. I don't know. I just can't bring myself to do it. But I was doing 250s with just a couple extra invocations on from this, and they're again still pretty straightforward. Obviously a bit harder than this, but you can build it back up. You can build it up to whatever you want. It's just an easy baseline for 200. Bar, free room, easy room. So these invocations make the bosses pretty straightforward. I've used 2 brews, 6 restores, and getting to the wardens. Now I'm going to take life because then you've got 2 ambrosias, 2 of those, 5 of those each. That seems to be what you get every time. So I'm going to set my inventory up when I go in here. So for this room, I'm going to have DDS up the top, whip. I'm going to have the hammer down there, crossbow down there, because I don't use them in here. We're going to take both ambrosias, one of those, one of those, one of those, one of those, and one of those. And that's all of our space is taken up. So we're going to jiggle them about, make sure we've got everything where we're happy with it. I'm going to put that there. I'll put that one there, and that up top. In fact, I'm going to get rid of that for now. I'm going to take out another brew, jiggle them up. So we're going to go in, when we get to the first core, I'm going to put my melee gear on with a dragon dagger, spec with the adrenaline, and then switch to the whip because it's a 4-tick weapon rather than a 5-tick weapon like the Fang, and because it max hits every time, the whip will deal more damage and quicker, so you'll get to 2 down it. But if you're not quick enough on it, you'll get a 3 down. Even I don't always get 2 downs. But yeah, so we're gonna still got 3.5 minutes on assault, so I'm actually just gonna start this now. Put that on. I'm gonna stand on this side. This side at the end in the next phases of the boss, you'll have Akka and Z-Back. Not Akka, Baba and Z-Back. Which I think personally are the easier bosses to have in the final phases. And going into this boss, I feel like the boss that we get on this side, melee's a lot less. Where he doesn't walk up to you to melee you, whereas I feel like the other side does more. So it's less to worry about. That's why we took the extra brew out, just to save us from this damage, because it's unavoidable damage. So now we're going to put mage gear on. We're going to put our dagger up there, ready for that. I'm going to put our whip there. So now, I'm going to do another. So this square that I've got highlighted is not safe, but it's the safest spot that I've noticed, or that I've found. So this triangle is going to come out. This is the first attack. So it stops the line before. If I step back one, and then I'm safe from the next line. If he does the spiral, I'm safe from that. And obviously, if it does the skulls, it is what it is. I've got to avoid them wherever I'm stood. So, like, see now. And I wasn't ready quick enough. Yeah, just like that. You're not always ready in time. That was a wasted spec on the second one. So now to range. So now it's the skulls. Yeah, if you don't know how they work, if you're standing next to them, like one tile away from them, around them, you don't actually take any damage. I wasn't paying attention to that prayer then. Let's get our health back up a little bit. So, use that. Yep, so sometimes you don't always get the 2 down, like that. And I did mess it up. I proper scuffed it up before that. So now, because I'm chasing around on the outside of this attack, I got stuck. You don't actually need to whip DDS spec this bit. You can just save the specs for the next phase. So I'm just going to take all my stuff out. Straight in with the 36 there. The whip's probably not even that bad in here. Well, it's probably not the best, but right, so don't take too much damage on these first two phases. So I've just overhealed, restored, just so that I know I'm safe. So yeah, because we've got the overclocked invocations on, this bit's faster. But it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. It's just 3 points. If you're using a 4-tick weapon as well, you can hit him every time you move. Whereas I don't always get to hit. So now we're just going to whack on a random prayer and hope that he hits with that first. And it doesn't. Alright, so Z-Back's out. So we can see this massive thing here, look. That's telling us what we're praying. I know Akka you can count, but really is it worth it? Especially since we have the 3x3 attack on Kefri. Because you've got to deal with that in this phase as well, if you have that on. Oh, missed one. That's a benefit of not being on unstoppable as well. If you mess one up, you've got a chance to fix it. Pretty sure that lagged there. I mean, it might have been me, but... So we'll get through all this. When we get to the last phase, that's what we're saving the Ambrosias for. I mean, if they feel like there's an opportunity before... that's a better opportunity, that you get more out of the Ambrosia, than use them. But at this point, you want to keep your DPS up. So if you're using Bruise, you're dropping your stats, and although it resets or ticks up every 15 seconds, you don't want to be waiting for that. Whereas you can use an Ambrosia, get all your prayer back, get all your health back, without having to drop your stats. Right there, I just started getting a bit low, so Ambrosia. No reason not to. But if I'd used a brew, I would have dropped my stats. And that's it. I mean, that the second phase of the boss was really scuffed, but yeah, you can see that it's not too bad. Spin for luck. It's not too bad. The way the scaling works, where everything gets more health and that. Oh shit. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. Let's see what we get. Come on. Something new at least would be nice.
Collection log slot completed.
We'll take it. We'll take it. That's new. We will take that. But yeah, so you can see 200, you get purples. Obviously from just from seeing that. And yeah, 200 is not too bad. The scaling, everything's got higher defense, attack, strength from like a 150, more chance of getting something, but it's not a 300, so you're not going to get mega often. Like, where's my collection log? Not combat task. Collection log. Tombs. So yeah, I've had Lightbearer, Fang, and now the Elidnis Ward. I'm on 65 KC. Did 14 entries. I got my Lightbearer on the entries. I was doing entries because I was doing it with a group of friends that weren't all on at the same time. We did loads of entries. And then, yeah, since then I've done 65 normal, the majority of which have been at 200 to 220. And then 250s is the higher ones that I've been pushing, but I haven't done any 300s yet. But yeah, well, we'll take that purple. I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, so that is a 200 raid, and easy as you can get it. I mean, I scuffed that boss, but I still made it. I still made it happen. So yeah, thanks for watching.